Hey everybody, Rose Matter here. Welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 21 of Frieren. Last episode continuing on with the first mage exam test, and a couple of really interesting things coming out of it. The first, maybe I'm dumb and I didn't catch on that they had mentioned it before, but for the group test, every member of the party has to be alive at the end. So that is really interesting because it can definitely cause some strategic planning and just if you find someone that might be a tough opponent later on, if you want, you could just kill a member of their group and then they won't be able to progress. So it encourages fighting and encourages killing. As we see from the proctors, they expect that to happen. They almost want some death in their tests, but also learning a little bit more about some of the side characters. There was Yubel, the girl with the green hair, against Weerbel, the guy with the white hair. Probably butchered their names. I'm sorry. Weerbel seemed like he was all gung-ho about fighting, not afraid to kill people. It's what the girl in his group said, that his magic basically has no characteristics other than to kill or something to that effect. And he definitely will kill, but he's not like Yubel. Yubel seems to just want to kill and she finds delight in it. But he kind of wants to stay human. He doesn't want to kill unless he feels he has to. There was some backstory about him fighting child soldiers, where he's like, I don't want to kill, but if I have to, I absolutely will, and I won't be afraid to do that. And there was also some cool, during the fight, this is what I love about these kinds of tests and exams and things like that, especially when it's characters fighting each other, is them trying to discover people's weaknesses or ways that they can exploit the other person's abilities during the fight. So Yubel was actually pretty smart about it. She learned that Weerbel has this very powerful spell that can basically trap people in kind of like a golden noose or a rope or something, but he has to be able to see their whole body in order to do it. And then all throughout that, we also had Fern fighting the other mage in Weerbel's group, and it seemed like Fern had killed her, which I was like, damn, Fern is way more hardcore than I thought. But she was just playing, because she told Weerbel, she basically said when he seemed like he was about to kill Yubel's give up, I killed your party member, so you're done anyway. So he just gave up and then learned later that Fern was not being truthful. So yeah, that was really cool. But going back to Frieren, Frieren is dealing with the old man, Denken, I believe is his name. He's the one to watch out for. People are talking about him, why is this guy at his age? He has so much apparently influence and power. Why is he choosing now to want to join the Mage Association? And it turns out that there is a mage, an elf. Her name was Senny, who has the ability to grant a spell of a mage's choosing, basically if they make it to first class. So that definitely perked up Frieren, and then Denken was like, I want to fight you, Frieren. There was the other party member in Denken's group who's just like, let's kill the girls, and then Denken was like, no, that's not honorable. So we left off with Denken and Frieren one-on-one. So if Frieren, it feels like she has not been able to really show her abilities as much in the past little bit. So I'm excited for this fight. Denken is one to watch out for sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch the episode, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Oh, okay, we're getting a flashback here with Flem. Flem? Flame? I feel like I'm calling her basically Spit. It's not Flem, but Flem? Flem, there we go. Okay, so Frieren has met her before. Because this girl, this mage, was mentioned just very offhand in the last episode. Episode 21, The World of Magic. So she has met her before, and yet, I don't know, she seemed almost a little surprised about, but maybe not. All right, here we go. We're getting to the fight. This guy just is out for murder to kill, like, these two girls who seem kind of inexperienced. And then there's just these people. Not even, like, they see that and they're just like, boring. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of talking between these two. It's like, okay, that's cool, but let's get into the fighting. I want to see what this guy is truly capable of. Oh, okay, so this mage trained. Wow, okay, so she's truly very powerful. I was not expecting that voice to come out of that. I don't know, she looks like such a little girl, but I guess it's because she is an elf, right? Interesting. So she's already offered Frieren a spell. So Frieren, she doesn't want one. Oh, is it maybe because all right, that's why she doesn't want to just give in to her, and that's why she's on the search for the grimoires because it's like that's half the fun is the adventure. Well, I mean, like we know these girls are going to make it through to the end because Freeren's not going to get knocked out in the first part of the exam. I'm guessing the girls are going to have to work together to be able to take this guy down because it seems like they are the very, I don't want to say one note, but they have their abilities and that's kind of what they know. And they're not like jack of all trades. Hey, water, right? Ice is water. If you could get fire, you could melt the ice, turn it to water, and then she could use it, right? I love that they're not even, they don't seem very intimidated by it. Yeah, I had a feeling there's going to be a lot of talking this episode. That's fine. Not like I was giving them a lecture during a fight. He might give them the ability, like the information they need to defeat him. I also like that this guy's confident enough. He's like, let me just give you a monologue during the fight. And I'll still win. Well, I mean, okay, he made it seem like he was gonna kill them. Like it seemed like that's all he wanted to do is like I'm gonna kill these girls. Is she able to like use the water in someone's body? It's always with these people, it's their hubris that gets them, that defeats them. Mmm. Okay. See, he underestimated her. All right, because we haven't really seen this old man do much. Now he can show himself. I mean, they said he's like the same age, not age, like literal age as Frieren, but that kind of age of mages, like the old school style. What if he just died? What if he had like a heart attack and just died during the fight? Hey, there's the fire, right? Fire, ice, water. Maybe they could use that. Sari. Okay, what did I call her before? Oh, okay, interesting. It's not Freerun that was analyzing the barrier, was it? I wonder if Freerun would be willing to kill. I think so. Like she wouldn't want to, but I think Fern would be willing to kill too. Oh, that was okay. That was we're what, like 6 minutes in? Less than 10 minutes. Oh, Laufin, that's the young girl who looks like she's out of Naruto rather than, this show. Damn, Freerun. Jeez, just I love it, just kicking an old man while he's down. I mean, this girl, and she absolutely will. Freerun don't play. And she's like the youngest and the most inexperienced one, right? Amazing. Hey, you know what? She was trying. She just wanted to save the old man. Oh, I love that. Man, so this guy's got to get knocked out in the first, right? In the first round of this, unless they can find another bird. And everyone's been saying that. Why does Denken want to be? Okay, here comes his backstory. We got Weirbills last time. Oh, damn it. They always have such tragic backstories with Weirbill. It's like it was to impress a girl that he loved. For him, it's to see the grave of someone. I love. Aw. Look at her. She's looking at like a proud mom. Probably like the way Flamme liked. So she was analyzing the barrier. I love that. I love that everyone's like, I'm not going to come to their aid. I believe in them, despite the fact I met them like, what, 2 days ago. But I don't think Frieren, she's not looking at it from a emotional point of view. It's a pragmatic point of view. She's probably like, I've seen them. I know that they're capable. Oh, what? What did she do? I mean, if she can do this, should she just not automatically? They should just automatically make her a first class mage. Like she shouldn't even have to do any more tests. She's proven herself, right? She's gonna break it. She broke the barrier. I don't understand. Like sometimes, yeah. Why they all know who she is and yet they underestimate her. Oh shit. Okay. I just love that deep voice coming out of this character who looks like she's 16. Oh, so it's bringing the water in. Now she's got the water that she needs. Yeah, there we go. He's like, God damn it, okay. He's like, let's let bygones be bygones. Let's go now. So yeah, Freira needed to help her a little bit, but she's like, yeah, now that I've given her what she needs, I don't need to help them anymore. He's so chill during it. Oh, head pats for everybody. Aw. So Denken is gonna get knocked out right away. Man, he had so much promise. I mean, if they can catch a bird in 2 hours while they're in this situation. Now, what's the state of everybody else? Ubel's group, they have one, I think. Weirbel's group, I can't remember if they've got their bird. Because Ubel's with Fern, right? So they definitely have to have a bird. Oh, that's right, because she just had the thing and just like, and then they just caught the bird. That's right. They see, lets you see through clothes. Yeah, I was figuring, I'm like, this is probably the only one where it's gonna actually be like a cooperative thing. Yubel's like, that's where I'm gonna be. Yeah, she's gonna be like, that's where I'm gonna really excel. Ah, so they will be able to progress. Because I'm like, they put way too much backstory into this Denken guy for him to get knocked out in round one. It's about pride, maybe. What? What's his plan? Are they gonna just fight one on one? Oh, okay. He's like, we don't need mana here. We're just gonna settle it mano a mano, physical. People underestimate the old man. You don't underestimate old man's strength. Where's Wirbel's group? There they are. So it's showing, all right, everybody who's got their birds. All right, man, that was a couple of episodes for that. All right, 18 people. Oh yeah, Stark. That's right. Is he like, I'm miserable? Or I'm so happy it's scary. I think he misses them. He doesn't sound very happy. All right, that's it. Okay, and that is that. All right. Pretty good, pretty good. We got to see what Denken is capable of. I'm glad he made it through to the second round. I was like, there's no way. He's a cool character. They've done too much backstory about other characters talking about him, his influence, his power. He's given his reason why he wants to become a first mage. So he has to make it through. I wish I could remember. I feel so dumb. With Wirbel's group, how they got their bird. Um, because like he was going after Yubel for the bird, and then she did the thing where she threw it in the air. Oh, he did manage to get, but then Fern showed up. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. So I'm assuming that they. Oh God, did they? I didn't see them. I'll have to go back and see. I'm like, did they make it through to the second round? Like, he's a cool character, and I don't want him to just be knocked out. But yeah, I shoot, I can't remember if they got the bird. I know they seemed pretty defeated because everyone got defeated by Fern's group. Um, I think they did end up catching a bird at the last second. But anyway, so the first test is over. They're making it through. We've got 18 people into the second round, but now things are going to get interesting because now it's no more teams. It's one-on-one. So it'll be interesting because like people that you maybe formed some sort of camaraderie. How do you say that word? Camaraderie? Com- Comrades, like basically you might not be friends, but you work together. So there is some connection there, maybe. And now you're breaking apart, and now it's like you're all in for yourself, and you might have to fight your old teammates. Now it'll be interesting in a situation with Frieren. Is she gonna have to fight Fern? Probably not. Maybe she'll have to fight like those girls that she ended up helping, like who are her teammates. Interesting thing is like, what do you do in a situation? I'm guessing it's gonna like one-on-one fights. Um, but yeah, I guess if you have to be in groups of three, you're gonna have even numbers. I guess that's the reason why, right? Like you can't. Well, not necessarily. If you do like, let's say three groups of three make it, now you're nine. How do you divide that up if you're doing one-on-one? Anyway, I'm getting into the logistics. We have an even number of people, so it doesn't really matter. Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see, like, especially now. An extra thing is like if you have worked with people on your team or fought against other people, you might know some of their tricks. So that could help you or it could hinder you depending. So I like that. I like how it's like, well, you have to work together, but now you're on your own, and you have to maybe fight these people that you were working with before. You talk to each other, probably shared some information. In this case, the guy with the glasses that was in Fern's group is like, hey, you guys might want to stop talking to each other because you don't want to give too much of your secrets away. He's pretty smart. He's keeping things close to his chest because people having knowledge about your abilities that is could be really detrimental to you. But yeah, I really liked that fight. I loved Frieren breaking the barrier. And then Sari, I believe is her name. She's like, "Oh, you've got my attention now, Frieren. What's this?" Like it's like Frieren should just automatically graduate. If she broke the impossible barrier that was set up by arguably the greatest mage of all time, why should she have to even continue? I feel like it's like when you skip a grade. Like skip the whole thing, skip the whole like all of it. You should just automatically get it. But that wouldn't be as fun, would it? Um, but yeah, with that, I'm really interested. Like very excited to see what's going to happen next. Like these one-on-one fights, I'm assuming, or like the individual tests that they have to do. And I love that little bit of Stark we got at the very end, just to be like, oh, also he still exists, guys, just in case you forgot, he's still a character. But based on the little thing we had, uh, I'm guessing there's going to be a little bit of downtime because they did say there's a few days until they do the next round. So maybe the next episode will at least be a little bit where they get to go back and get to hang out with Stark for a bit. It seems like he misses them. He said, "I'm so happy I don't know what to do with myself. I'm like, he didn't sound very happy. I think he misses them. I think he misses Fern especially. So maybe we'll get to actually see Stark next episode and hanging out with Frieren and Fern. They can talk to him about like how things are going so far. That was good. That was a nice conclusion to the first test, and I'm excited to see like what the rest of it's going to bring. It's pretty crazy. I'm almost done. Almost done Frieren. I'll have to start thinking about what I'm going to be watching next, because I know Frieren, the next season's been announced, but it's going to be some time before that comes out. But yeah, like that episode, it had a nice mixture, what as it usually does, with like you had some comedy, you had some good action, you had some backstory, learning that Flamme was actually Ceri's student, and then so like Frieren had met her before, and she offered her a whatever grimoire she wanted, whatever spell she wanted. But Frieren said, like, I don't want to just have things given to me. That's not. It's the searching for the magic. That is what being a mage is about. And also like the whole thing about Frieren's the only one who will be able to stop the Demon King, because she's not a mage of war. She's not looking for fight. She's a mage of peace. So, and I'm guessing she's teaching Fern the same thing. And I like how it's like, oh, Frieren will absolutely kill people. And I know she's capable of it. She killed Aura, but that's because she's a demon, and Frieren fucking hates demons. But maybe I gave Frieren, I gave her too little credits in saying like, oh, she'll kill people. It's like, I feel like if she had to, she would, but she's just also so badass that she's like, I don't have to kill people to win, like I'll do what's necessary. And she's just so good at like, I know how people are going to react, that I can just basically fake them out, and I can play psychological games, and I know exactly how people are going to respond. Yeah, anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned next week for episode 22. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Emily Hornsby, Henry98, Linz VA, Kenju Storm, and Icognito.